Ardboy boss first look. Let's take a look. First, thanks to all my patrons. Don't forget, all the patrons, well, all the boss and lad tier patrons, you guys hit me up in 4th edition. I'll work with you guys to make lists. We can talk about deployment, battle tactics. We'll have a good time. That's for a future video. Okay, first let's take a look at the Ardboys. So 3-up save, 4-inch move, 2 health, 1 control. Fine. 2 attacks, 4s and 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage. Anti-charge, plus 1 rend. Very good. So they are an anvil, right? They're straight up just an anvil. Shield bash. Pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit that charged this turn to be the target. Make a shield bash roll of a d6 for each model of the unit. For each 6, inflict 1 mortal damage on the target. So you only get to make a shield bash roll if you get charged. So you're doing this once or twice a game. Okay? You're doing this once or twice a game. Max. Ardboy Big Boss. 3-up save, so that's good. 6 health, a 4-inch move, 2 control. The attack doesn't really matter. It's not super impressive, right? But it's, you know, he's an orc infantry hero, so he hits a little bit harder probably than regular infantry heroes. Iron Fisted Commander effect. If a friendly Ardboy's unit wholly within 12 inches of this unit uses the rally command, you make 3 additional rally rolls of d6. So this translates into, on average, not even 1 Ardboy. Right? Because for rally, you roll all your dice, and for every 4-up, you get a point, and then you can heal 1 or recur. For 2 points, you can recur 1, and then you heal for 1. And from what I understand, you can do both, right? Like, you can mix and match. So if I have 3, I can heal a point and then recur an Ardboy. Am I correct in that? I think I am. So this, on average, is 1.5 on average. So it's not even 1 more Ardboy. I mean, on average, it'll help bring back 1. Yeah. Also, the banner adds a die. Yeah, the banner does add a die. But the Ardboy boss is going to most of the time bring back 1 more Ardboy. Right? Because if you roll, if you get 1 of the dice, right, then there's a 50% chance you get 1 back. If you get 2 of them, then you get 1 back. And if you get 3 of them, there's a 50% chance you get 2 of them back. So that's what this turns into. And, yes, 10 dice with the banner ability. But they don't have a banner. Oh, wait. They don't have... Oh, they do have a standard bearer. I thought it was the musician. Doesn't the musician bring back, and the standard bearer is like +1 control? Yeah. So there's no musician, so it's 9 dice. So 4.5, 2 Ardboys. Okay. With 6 dice, it's 1 Ardboy. So the Ardboy boss, if you rally, brings back 1 more Ardboy. That's it. Okay? But you have to rally. You have to spend the point to rally. Okay? The Ardboy boss is 1 extra Ardboy a game. You're not rallying 3 times. That's not going to happen. The Ardboy boss is going to bring back 1 Ardboy a game. Okay, let's see what else he does. Get Bastion. Add 1 to the shield bash rolls for friendly Ardboy units while they're wholly within 12 inches of this unit. Okay, let's say you have 20 of them. If you have 20 of them, you're dealing 3 mortal wounds. If you have an Ardboy boss, you're dealing an additional 3 1/3 mortal wounds on average. So, and how often are the Ardboys going to get charged at full strength? Once a game. The Ardboy boss is going to bring back 1 Ardboy a game, and he's going to deal 3 mortal wounds a game. That's it. He's also not a wizard or a priest, so he doesn't count for Weird Fist. Okay? So, bad? Is he bad? I think he's bad. I think I think that the shield roll, the shield bash ability is worse than it was because now you have to get charged. Before it was just every turn, but you had to be within 1. But the shield bash ability is worse than it was, and that's fine. Like that's normal for everything. But it's not every turn now. So I think the Ardboy boss is actually just bad. I hope that there's other ways of unlocking Ardboys that aren't just the big boss. There's got to be, right? The mega boss looks like he'll probably unlock brutes, but I'm hoping that like a Maw Crusher will unlock Ardboys and brutes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it just that simple, chat? Is he just bad? Like, what do you think? It's the first War Scroll I've seen where I've genuinely been disappointed. For Iron Jaws. He has a lovely sculpt. I also just bought one in preparation for 4th because there weren't a lot of orc models I didn't have, and I was like, well, like I didn't have a Zogrock and I didn't have a Ardboy boss, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna pick them both up, you know, so I'll get them painted. And when it comes to collecting greenskins, orcs in particular, but greenskins in general, I'm kind of a completionist. Like like there's just the collecting aspect of it, so I just like to have everything so I can pull things off the table. If I'm playing a casual game against someone, I can pull things that are kind of weaker off the table. I think it's good if you think of healing prayers and endless spells too. Do we have healing prayers? But why? Thinking it's good if you think of healing prayers and endless spells too. Like, tell me more. Because what I'm seeing is 1 model and 3 mortal wounds a game, which is weak sauce. I know that the Mega Boss on foot is probably going to be more expensive than this guy, but like adding 1 or 2 attack characteristic. No, but like why does that make him better? Like, why do those endless spells make this guy better? He's not a wizard, right? Reviving models. Oh, so you mean like use Emerald Life Swarm to keep the Ardboys at full health? And then when you rally, you get 1 more model? You have to spend a CP. Rally's a lot weaker than it was before because you have just far fewer command points. Like, rallying is still like going to be relatively good, but like you just have fewer command points. And before, when you could rally 2 units of Ardboys, I just don't see it being good. Like, I think that if you have, like, the best case scenario is if it's a reinforced unit of Ardboys, but adding in a War Chanter or a Weird Knob deals more damage. Like, either one of those options deals more damage. So, like, and they both offer more, like adding 1 damage onto Ardboys' attack. Okay, especially if they're charging into you, where it's like, now this is 2 damage, right? Like if I go to stats hammer or whatever, like, let's get rid of this. If it's like, let's say it's 10 models at 2 attacks, 4s and 3s, we're being charged and we have no kill a beat. You're gonna have Shaman Enchanters anyway. No, I know, but we're making a case about, like, we're trying to think of like if he would be worth including at all. Because, like, from where I'm sitting, another Chanter or another Shaman is better. Or, like a Mega Boss. Like an Infantry Mega Boss. 4s and 3s, 2 rend. 4s and 3s, 2 rend, 1 damage. Right? So, like, 5.56. I mean, it's going to double. Right? So it's like 5. This is... a War Chanter has to actually chant the prayer, right? Like, it's not just guaranteed, but he's adding 5 damage. And this is on, and the 3 mortals is if it's a reinforced unit of brutes or a reinforced unit of Ardboys. If it's just a shield bash on 10, right? So it's like this unit is adding, like Kill the Beat is adding like, it's literally, right, 22, and then this is gonna go down to 11. So it's adding like triple the damage. Almost 4 times the damage. So I just can't see the Ardboy, like the Ardboy boss he's not contributing damage, right? Like he's contributing worse damage than all the other options. He's not a wizard or a priest, so he's not providing survivability than the other options. And utility, like 1 more Ardboy gets on their feet. I don't know. I think the Ardboy boss is probably unplayable. He's probably unplayable. It's kind of what I'm thinking at this moment. That's okay, because we have a lot of good options. But it looks like the Ardboys are going in with... the Ardboys also, like, the Shaman works really well with Ardboys, because if you have a reinforced unit of Ardboys, that Shaman is going to get its +1 power level for quite some time. Right? And, giving them... Bash 'em lads is probably good too. They're probably going to be in the middle of the table, which is a good place for a shaman throwing out endless spells to be. So, yeah, I don't know. Not very good. Like, subscribe. Wah.